afternoon, Pep.
Good afternoon.
In terms of results, those last 3 games in the space of a week, is that a high point in your time as head coach at the club?
It's a very good moment because in our eyes it's a reward for all the work that we put under very difficult circumstances that we had during Christmas. At that time, we started to identify things that we need to be much better at it, and we work a lot since then to get out and to improve those details that could get us in a better spot and fine-tune a few things and tweak a lot of them. And now we are in a situation that we have much more control on our performances, and we had the reward on getting some deserved results as well. But in the end of the day, I'm very aware of the whole situation can lead us to a complacency. And as I always go on a game-by-game basis, and my focus is always on trying to win one game only, it has no impact in my mentality, the fact of the run that we are in. Because in the end of the day, tomorrow, when the game starts, it doesn't matter how many games everyone won or where they are in the table. The only thing that matters is who got to deserve that win the most, and who's got to pay the price for that victory, who's got to pay that cost, who's got to pay more. And at the same time, I think we will be fools to think that the run that we are in will make it easier tomorrow. Tomorrow's got to be a tough game as all of the games that we've been here, because one thing I know for sure, that Barnsley is not going to give the points to us. So we'll need to make sure that we deserve them, that we work hard for them, and then we retain the point that we have before we start the game, and then we put a lot of problems to Barnsley, try to get their points. But this has to be played, and I think Barnsley is a very tough opposition to play against.
You've spoken about getting the balance right of this side all season. Did we see the best of that at Bristol, particularly some of the football played in the first half and the resilience in the second?
Yes, because I think the partnership between Djukovic and Scott Hogan helps a lot to the whole balance in the end, because the roles that two strikers playing together need to fulfill are very balanced to the kind of players that they are. So no one is fighting his own nature as a player, and that means that we can improve the balance around them and behind them, because we know that those roles are going to be fulfilled, and no extra players need to sacrifice or fulfill extra roles. I think the roles are very clear in the team. What we want from them is very clear. How we work together, how we play, all the movements, all the structure, all the organization is very clear, and it's very adjusted to the abilities that the players can perform in the game as well. So altogether, that means balance. And if you have a good balance, then you can start focusing on trying to be better than the opposition, or try to deserve that game better than the opposition. Yeah.
You had to come from behind in the last 3 encounters and managed to come through them all. This is certainly a group of players that are putting everything out there for the shirt at the minute.
Yes, absolutely. I think the whole season, I always said it, we had 2 bad games this season, but I can never say that the players never gave everything for the club. I know what this club means. I know what this club is about, because I've been here long enough to know that we always need to give 100%, players, staff, and everyone. And I will add that if we give the 110%, we'll have more chances to win a game. So if we give the 110%, we'll have more chances to win, and everyone will feel that we've done a good job. And I do think that the players always put it. Sometimes luck is on your side, sometimes luck is not on your side, or sometimes a margin is against you or a margin is for you, and then the results come a little bit afterwards. But the effort and the commitment of the team has always been there on every game.
Lukas Jukovic, of course, brought up 100 career goals on Friday night. Can you just tell us a bit about your experience personally of working with Lukas and how important he is to the football club?
I said it many times, and for me, Juki is the best striker that we had this season, and is the best striker that we had last season. Because he fulfills a role that is very difficult to fulfill in football. He his ability to put the team in front of himself is unquestionable, and that what it makes him the player that he is, and that what I really value. You know, for example, on Friday, when they went 3 at the back, Juki was screening the whole midfield and blocking, avoiding that those 3 at the back were progressing higher at the pitch and dominating us more than what they had to do in the end of the game, especially. You know, so one player put a lot of problems to 3 from Bristol. This means that this kind of player, either you have it or either you don't have it. And so a striker, to be able to sacrifice himself in the position where a striker is, that is possibly a very selfish position in the end of the day, because you're scoring the goals, and it has to be a little bit. I think his ability to sacrifice himself for the benefit of the team is what makes him great. And all the football ability that is massive, and especially on that 100th goal, not only because he scored 100, but to score a goal like the one he scored, being that the 100. Wow, I hope I see the 200.
It is 8 games unbeaten now. You've already mentioned the word complacency. Is that the message that you'll relay to the players ahead of tomorrow night?
Well, the players understand that. What happened in Bristol and what happened in Forest or Coventry or whatever game that we played before has no impact on tomorrow. The players understand that. The players know what we are. The players know what we want, what we chase, how we play, how we do it, how we work, and how to go the extra mile. And that's not a question, are we going to go the extra mile? That's a requirement. If we don't go the extra mile for each other when they are playing, our chances to win in the championship are slim, because they are slim on any other team as well. You know, it doesn't matter who you play. We played very good games against teams in the top, and we played very good games against teams in the not at the top, you know. But normally we always try to go this extra mile. And if tomorrow we go the extra mile, we gotta perform, and we gotta compete. And the game is gonna be tough, and hopefully we can get a result. But that's not always up to us.
I know you pride yourself on the homework that yourself and the staff do on the opposition. What have you made of Barnsley this season?
It's in my opinion, it's a team that's very clear what they want to do as a club. They have a long-term vision for the club that translates into the right recruitment and right development of a young side. A great experience for them coming from the League One. Again, great experience in the Championship on a young side. Huge challenge for them, huge challenge. I think taking all this into account, they're doing fairly well, because they're buying themselves a chance to stay in here, and they do have the quality. The football proposal is a football proposal that I like. That I think they recruited for it, and they're working hard on it. And I do think the conditions of Barnsley are right for that, not giving extra pressure to the players. So that, in the end of the day, makes them a team that is very difficult to defend, have a lot of desire when they lose the ball to get it back. They play thinking about the game and not thinking about the table, and they know that every point that they can scrap, it's like gold, and is a team that can draw games that they cannot win, and it's a very difficult place to go away. So in this sense, and I'm not saying this looking like, oh wow, it looks like we're playing. No, that's a reality, you know, because I know enough about the Championship to know that anyone can win anyone. And I would be fool to think that we have a team that can rolling over, but we don't. And we need to be focused and fight for that point and play hard for that point and go the extra mile for that point. And for that, we need to be the best side of ourselves, and we need the support of the fans like they were in Bristol, because then we do feel that we can have that extra.
You said that you're not too concerned with where the position of ourselves and Barnsley is in the table. Do you ever afford yourself the chance to look at the table and start to look upwards, or are we still looking over our shoulder at what's below?
I understand a lot of people look at the table, and a lot of people, you win a game and they look on the who's above you, and when you lose a game you look who's below you. if I will look at the table, I will do the opposite. I will win a game and I will look below me. I will lose the game and I will look who's above me. What's the difference, right? I will do this. I will do, but I don't do. What I do is now is Barnsley, and Saturday is another one, and afterwards is another one. And I look at the table after the last game of the season, because in the end of the day, no one has an impact on what the table is going to be after any game, and it doesn't matter how many point difference is between us and whoever's above, and how many points different is between us and whoever's below. The only thing that matters is that tomorrow we go to Barnsley, we do the extra mile. That's why I don't look at the table.
In terms of team news, will Barnsley be too soon for Michael Kifterbell to play any part?
Yes, Michael Kifterbell, he will not travel. He will stay here, training the whole week. He had two good games with the 23s, and we want to keep doing a very good work on a clean week, so he can be ready as soon as possible to start helping the team, but still early.
How pleased are you with the overall fitness of the side, finishing games strong and managing games in the latter stages as well?
I always think that, very pleased, I always think that the side is physically enough fit to comply with all the requirements of the game, tactically, physically, mentally. And when we have that extra desire that the whole team is balanced and our idea is clear and balanced now, and the roles are clear to fulfill, and we go the extra mile, we are even fitter. And if we're not even fitter, we take strength from anywhere and we just get through it. And that's something that says a lot about this club as well, that we just get through it.
I know you've said that you don't look past the next game, but I'm going to ask you to. We're into the final third of the season now. What's the aim for the last 15 games?
Winning Barnsley tomorrow first. Then afterwards, it's got to be win the next one.
Thank you very much.
Simple. Thank you. Thank you.